It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Chargers' superstar tight end, who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week. It's the Chargers and the Broncos on Monday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season, and we've got a good Monday nighter in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, things have... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 15 carries, 55 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Right over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Martin. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this out past the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Looking to throw. Martin.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now you just max protect that offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up. Listen, fellas.
To throw is Martin. To throw on 3rd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
2nd down and inches. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. He'll drop to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back to throw again. Open man here is Gentry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Broncos' 19-yard line.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Martin. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Look at the juke. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Martin. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Martin. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Martin. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
The Chargers at 10-2 on the year, and I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
They'll run with ETN.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Martin now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Martin. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Wilson's got it complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Justin Simmons firing all the way in from his safety position.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Martin. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Martin.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one, they've got to take care of business first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Right side to Williams.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end, Gentry. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end, Gentry. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Short pass caught by the tight end, Gentry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Kyler Murray leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to the Confluence to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Kenny Pickett leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks.
P.J. Walker. 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first and 10, it's ETN. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second and 7. Looking to throw. Martin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Operating from the gun. Martin. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Back to throw again. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Martin. And that is incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Boswell's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll drop that underneath to ETN.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 22.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's Martin throwing on 1st down. A little juke. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Broncos.
Back to throw. Martin. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Day out Henley.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of the...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. ETN on the toss right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Martin. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Tui Pelotu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now ETN to start the drive. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Another tote for Etienne.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Etienne will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Martin on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now Martin on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Martin. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Will Anderson in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Over the... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down, Denver.
To throw is Martin. Throwing on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Martin. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
First down, Broncos.
Off play action. Martin. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2nd down and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Martin. Open man. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Denver.
Back to throw. Martin. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 3-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now what we have here, a third and goal.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
ETN once more. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Chargers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.